Greetings my friends, it's Top Hat Runner here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to use my KJW KC-02 barrel spacer. You can pick these up off my Shapeways page in a 1, 2, or 4 pack, and Shapeways ships to everywhere in the world except Russia. But by the time you watch this video, they might be able to ship to Russia, so be sure to check that out on Shapeways' site. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you how to use this barrel spacer. It's a little more complicated than a normal barrel spacer, so I'm just going to make sure you know how it's designed to work and everything. So a few different ways you can use it. First of all is you can just put it on your barrel and put it in your outer barrel. And that's pretty simple enough, except I'm not really sure where my spacer is in the barrel and it can slide around. That's why I have these cuts on the inside and outside of it, which are for O-rings. But before I get into the O-rings, I'm going to tell you this cut in the middle is not for O-rings. It's for these screws here. So what you can do is you can position your barrel spacer in the barrel under the screws here, and you can screw down onto the barrel spacers, and the screw will sit like this in your barrel, and it'll make sure your spacers don't go anywhere. So you can do that just in case. That'll help you out at any point. Not really sure it's necessary with the internal O-rings, but it's there in case you can think of something to use it for. Okay, so first off I'm going to show you how to get the internal O-rings in here. As you can see that cut. I don't know, you might be able to see it on camera, but you see how there's like some powder in there? Yeah, you're going to need to get that out or else it's going to mess with the fit of the O-ring. So go ahead and get out a paper clip. Just kind of bend the end here. I need to get some pliers or something for this. Bend it out a slight little bit. And what you're going to do here is just try and scrape the powder out of the inside little O-ring cut here. See that both ends? And some powder is going to come out of it, probably not a whole lot, but it's such a tight fit you need to get all the powder out. And that's just how Shapeways 3D prints things that results in that powder. It's not going to be any on the outside though. So now you're going to be getting your inner barrel O-ring into the cut on the inside of it. And I designed these cuts to work with number 83 O-rings. There's the dimensions of them up top in inches. This is a nice thick O-ring. You can see fits over an internal barrel very easily. So to get this O-ring in here, get my camera to focus, what you're going to do is push the O-ring down into the spacer, probably about halfway, and then you're going to need to get an Allen key. Take the O-ring here and just push it into one of the little cutouts. You need to push it farther into your spacer, but just keep messing with it until it fits into the little cutout. It'll sort of pop into place. See, there I have it. Now get out to the other side and push this bit down, and it should just pop into place in the little cutout. I just have one last little bit to get in there. And then there you have it. Now the O-ring might be a bit of a tight fit around the inner barrel, but that's for maximum stability. If you go ahead and push it down hard enough, it'll pop into place. And there are two cuts for O-rings in here. Two cuts for internal O-rings. Oh, and a quick word to the wise for putting your internal barrel in here with the spacers. Don't push down with your thumb or anything covering up the edge. You're gonna stab yourself with the barrel. It's not gonna cause you to bleed or anything, but it won't exactly be fun. Go ahead and put in the second O-ring the same way you put in the first O-ring, and that's going to give you 2 O-rings. For those of you who can't math, go ahead and tell that for you. I can't include O-rings with the Shapeways shipment, so that's why you have to buy them separately. So it might take a bit of force to get the inner barrel through the O-rings, but it's definitely doable. It gets you a really good fit, so you don't have to worry about this sliding around at all, or it being too loose against your inner barrel or something. Next up is the external O-rings. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention the external O-rings. There are number 41 O-rings, and there's the dimensions in inches up top. It's going to give you a tight fit against the outer barrel. Not as tight as the inner barrel, but still a good enough fit so that it isn't loose or anything. And that's how you get the O-rings on here. Just stretch them out. And there you have it. You got your external O-rings and your internal O-rings. And it's going to slide right into your barrel. Fits very snugly to the external barrel and internal barrel. Definitely going to get you a good fit. Should improve your accuracy. You don't have to worry about your barrel wobbling around at all. And the internal O-rings grip to the internal barrel a lot better than the outer O-rings grip to the external barrel. So just position your spacers where you want on your internal barrel and slide them right in. Now you can only put O-rings on the inside of the spacer, or only O-rings on the outside of the spacer, or just 1 O-ring on the inside and 2 O-rings on the outside, or whatever you want. So there you have it. That's my KC-02 barrel spacers. Be sure to check the link in the descriptions below for where you can pick them up. And I hope these help you guys out and get you some more accuracy. Take care. Doesn't even rattle on the orange tip anymore. So, very snug fit.